Hi, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. I've made a short presentation for you on how you can best utilize inositol to help naturally give you relief from anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and general stress. I'll discuss, does it even work? Is it even safe to use? And I'll quickly go over some reviews about this ingredient. I'll discuss facts, myths, and important health warnings as well. And the reason I'm doing this is honestly because there's just too much information online these days. And my goal is to help reduce your confusion and help give you some clarity. So let's get started with the very first question, and that is, how effective is inositol? Does it work? And it's an unofficial member of the B vitamin group, and even though it's been shown that, it's not essential in the human body, supplementation has shown to exert some very, very beneficial effects in case of depression, panic attacks, and even in diabetes. And the good news is it does work, but when used in the correct amount. I'll discuss that in a moment. Now, a few things. Inositol is required for proper action of several brain neurotransmitters, including serotonin and acetylcholine. And these neurotransmitters will help reduce depression. And it's been found that people who have low inositol levels have increased depression. So that's one additional reason to supplement this B vitamin with your diet. And in fact, there's been double-blind studies showing that when people use inositol, especially with other ingredients, and I'll discuss that in a minute, it worked as well as a prescription drug, antidepressant drugs, but without the side effects. And that's really cool. Now, as far as panic attacks and disorders like that, it's been used clinically that when it was used, the frequency and the severity of the panic attacks declined much more so after inositol rather than those who didn't take it. So another benefit was that it reduced depression and panic attacks. And a lot of these other side benefits it has, bipolar disorder, impotency, compulsive disorder, even things like lung cancer and polycystic ovarian syndrome. But, one thing that we just want to focus on is that a lot of people are deficient in B vitamins, especially in this. And if you're suffering from depression or panic attacks, this can definitely help. Of course, let's discuss warnings and potential scams because as with anything, there's always a potential negative. Even though inositol is natural, substance, it may not have side effects, but if you use it incorrectly, it could have side effects. So one problem has been that if you use it at a very high dose, right, by itself to get all the benefits, there's also negatives. That's one of the problems using any ingredient by itself is because the higher the dose, the quicker the product, the ingredient gets adapted by the body, so it stops working. Also, the higher the dose, the more negative side effects. One of those being with inositol is the person gets very lethargic and tired, and also it causes an imbalance with all the other B vitamins and then other vitamins like C, D, and E. So simply going out and buying inositol by itself is not what I recommend. So here's a few things that you want to do to help, the secret to reducing and eliminating negative side effects. First of all, take only pure organic form of inositol. Do not use liquid forms. The liquid form stops working and actually becomes toxic over the next few months by itself because it degrades. And also, as stated, do not take it by itself because your body adapts. You have to take a very high dose and then starts the negative side effects. Therefore, it's best to combine it with other synergistic ingredients that are also natural. And I'll discuss that in a minute. And this is the important factor for safety with anything you do. So ultimately, people are always asking, what's the best and safest solution? And I'll be honest with you, no one single ingredient works 100% of the time, forever, for every single person. I think you can understand that. And that includes inositol or any single herb or nutrient. And just think about it. You don't only eat broccoli for best health, so you don't want to only take one herb or nutrient either. And the best products use inositol in conjunction with other key ingredients at specific dosages, and together in synergy, they dramatically help reduce anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and stress. And some key ingredients that you should look for is phenobot, which has been used for 40 or 50 years over that time, clinically proven in Europe. St. John's wort, which is wonderful. Extract is we want on that. Passion flower extract, valerian root extract, 5-HTP, and finally a mixture of green tea and L-theanine, and we want the green tea to be decaffeinated. And when you combine these ingredients together, they work much better without the side effects. So the one problem is when I tell people all this is they think, great, now I got to take 20 or 30 pills. I got to take all these bottles every day, buy them. This is going to get too confusing. It's going to get too expensive, and I'm probably not going to follow it. And I completely agree. And there are a couple products out there that actually combine these in the correct dosage. And one of those is called Provanix. Now, the benefit with Provanix is that it's been used for over 13, 14 years. So it's clinically, uses clinically proven ingredients. It's been tried and tested, and it works, right? They have hundreds and hundreds of positive reviews about it, and that's what I love. So to make a long story short, combine inositol with other ingredients, take a product that's been proven, that's been tested, and that's Provanix. This is what a lot of people have told me. This is what my clients use. I love it. The product works, and you can take a look at the reviews. What I suggest is you scroll down this page. You can take a look at the reviews. You can go to their website. What I suggest, honestly, is give Provanix a try. See how it works for you, and then let me know. Send me an email. I'd love to get your feedback. All right? Either way, take action today, because the situation is not going to get better by itself. Anyways, with that said, as always, thanks for listening. Thanks for taking the time, and I hope this was helpful. Stay happy and healthy, and have a fantastic day.